Equity FC. It's not equity, it's equity. I'm going beyond sport.
John Kamara Mbenzwa has finally joined us here to have conversations in regards to his journey, the team Equity FC, the challenges that the clubs that wako kule NSL wanapitia, and everything about football really in this country. John, karibu sana SportyFM.
Asante sana, nashukuru.
Yeah. Now for someone anatusikiza, naona Kamara ndio jina la utani. Si ndio?
Ndio.
Kwa Kiswahili wanasema ni lakabu, si ndio?
Hapana, jina la utani ama.
Jina la utani?
Ama nickname. I don't know, nickname Spain is kwa jina la utani.
Where did the name Kamara come from by the way?
Kamara came from my playing days.
Yeah.
I was playing in the NSL league back then.
Yeah.
Sofapaka before they were promoted. So it came from my teammates. Kuna jamaa anacheza Senegal alikuwa anaitwa Henry Kamara. So we almost look alike at that time. At that time.
Henry Kamara used to play for Portsmouth, team guy. And he was in the Senegal side of the early 2000s.
Yes.
And he qualified for the World Cup and beat France and everything. So being associated with a guy like Kamara is a huge privilege.
It's huge.
You know?
Yeah. So that's where the name came from.
Yes, that's where it came from.
Now, for John amezaliwa akalelewa wapi?
John amezaliwa Nairobi.
Yeah.
Ngara. Kusoma nimesomea Parklands Primary School. And then high school nikaenda Ukambani. Shule inaitwa Mikuini. Iko hapo Machakos.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Equity FC are relatively new in the Premier League. Of course in the NSL, I'm sorry. So what playing style are you guys trying to build?
Working on the playing style, I would say first tuna work na wachezaji wageni because the team is almost newly constituted.
Yeah.
So tumekuwa tukijaribu different styles of play. But the most what we've been focusing on ni jaribu kucheza on transition and also to go effective for set pieces. Yes. Yes.
But then ukisema kujaribu because many times there's always a challenge when you try ukijaribu different styles of playing. Ukijaribu hizi styles don't unangi kama una risk a situation where I want to try something new in this game, then if it works I go with it. What happens if it doesn't work?
Mostly haianzi kwa game. It starts when you're recruiting the players.
Yeah.
Unatafuta qualities za wale players wanaweza fit into the different formations or styles that you want to play in the game. Yes, so una take risk but wachezaji wanakusaidia because already umerecruit wale unafeel wanaweza fanya ile kazi unataka kufanyia kwa kiwanja.
And talking about the players, most people have described you as a coach who is most notably known for developing and nurturing players. So what satisfies you more, nurturing or seeing players grow ama winning trophies?
I would say nurturing. Nimekuwa kwa youth development since I started my coaching career.
Yes.
And when you also look at the team that we have now, most of them are still young guys. I think the average age in the team is 21 kwa team, so niko slightly above development.
Okay.
But I'm interested hapa kwa nurturing and of course youth development, because many times you hear people say that in Kenya the avenues spaces za ku develop and kunurture talent ni kidogo sana. And when we talk about nurturing talent, where exit points zinakuangaje? Do you have a young player plays under you for like say 3 years, then after that what happens with that player? Wanaendanga wapi? Because unapatanga msee kijana ni mdogo they grow up with very very talented. But in between hapa that talent disappears out. Atusikiangia mwenyewe. Shida inakuanga gani?
Nafikiria shida inakuanga when you don't have a plan when you're still developing. I will say for my case, most of those that I've developed, kumekuwa na the exit strategy or the exit plan. Mahali ni kuwatafutia teams zenye zinacheza in a higher league compared to mahali wako ile time niko na wao. So there are examples of players wale umekuwa nao wakifanya development. Once they get to 19-20, try get them to teams in either Division 1, NSL, not a Premier League.
And speaking of the recruitment of these young players, how do you guys do it? What is the model, or how do you recruit these players?
Do you go to high schools, universities, ama wapi?
Is this for the team?
Yeah, for the team pia.
For the team. So ina happen there are different ways. So ya kwanza ni referrals. Where you have coaches wale unajuana na wao countrywide, wale wako na quality players, so there's that route. Ya pili ni kufanya scouting, so when there are school games or tournaments za youth na pia kwa grassroots, so that's also another way ya kufanya scouting ama ya identify players. So those two are the main ones.
And is there any way you guys have senior players kwa your team, and a way that you balance the senior and the young talent?
Yes, in the team now we have 2 senior players. Senior in terms of not age, I will say, but senior because wamecheza kwa Premier League. We have 4 players wenye wamecheza kwa Premier League in our team. But the rest wenye ni 22 because you have 26 players. So 4 wamecheza kwa Premier League, 3 wamecheza NSL, then the rest it's their first time kucheza kwa league, so they're all new.
But they hawa nini ambao wamecheza kwa Premier League, top tier Premier League, what difference do you see in them as compared to our wengine? Is there a difference in levels?
No, yes, there are difference in levels. Wote wanne tumewasign mid season. And they're the ones that have given us the push in the second leg, because of course umetoka kucheza Premier League, it's competitive. The game is more tactical there, and even the intensity and the speed is faster. So yes, wamekuja and they've given us depth.
And ukiangalia kwa table, Equity FC are the 3rd highest scoring team in the NSL. What kind of model ama what kind of tactics do you use kifika kwa attack and everything? Why guys so good?
Kwanza weekend mlipiga, was it Darajani Gogo? 4-0.
Naweza sema ukiangalia statistics zetu na the goals that we were scoring in the first leg, was not very impressive, even in the beginning of second leg. So we are working more on having our attacking players and attacking midfielders getting into the final third, kutupatia numbers. So then it has worked for us the last 2 months.
Coach, wacha nikurudishe nyuma Strathmore, because ulikuwa kule Strathmore University FC. Maybe share with our listener how that moment of your coaching career was for you, and working with students because I'm pretty sure most of them are students, and you've even promoted them to Div 1 for the 2024-2025 season. How was it working for Strathmore University's football club?
Naweza sema that is where my passion is. Working with the young boys. Before hiyo nilikuwa Tusker Youth, so nilikuwa nimepata opportunity ya kuwork na vijana, but now the setup here was different because we were recruiting students on scholarship kukuja kucheza ball. Na nikijoin the team ilikuwa Division 2, around mid table. So we got in new players, of course through scholarship, na wale pia walikuwa, and then we made a plan ya kujaribu get promoted in 2 years. What I would say for me that stood out is coach students is way easier as compared to just coaching any other player. I think it's because maybe most of the time is spent in class, so getting instructions co field and anything that you introduce tactical, it was easier for them to adopt, and that really worked well for us.
And how about management in the KPL? Because you've managed some sides, you've helped manage some sides in the KPL, and are now managing a side in the NSL. Is there a difference between managing these 2 youth teams?
So the one in Tusker was the youth team and not the senior team.
The senior team, right.
I was coaching at the youth team. Youth team ilikuwa inacheza Division 2 at that time. Same league na where Mali Strathmore ilikuwa inacheza.
University. And did you when you now joined Equity, did you pick a few from the university side and
try to bring them in
walete pale Equity? Wale walikuwa fiti sana.
Kuna wale nikitoka pia walitoka wachezaji wa 5. Kwa timu ya Strat kulikuwa na a few that were students. So from those ones 3, and then wawili wenye walikuwa shamaliza shule. So tulitoka na 5 wenye walitusaidia kukuwa na spine to form the new team.
And you as a coach NSL, how do you stay managing your players considering how difficult and tough the NSL usually is? How do you motivate them to stay at the top that you have been up to?
Naweza sema kwanza ni it's getting into the space and knowing that there are different generation of players wenye unafaa ku-approach in a different way as compared to our playing days. So it's getting to understand the challenges that they go through na kujaribu kuwork na wao in those challenges, na pia zile time vitu zinawork kwao. It's trying to minimize the gap between the manager or the coach na wachezaji. Na then it has worked well for us. And then secondly, nadhani hatujakuwa na any pressure ya kusema team lazima ikuwe promoted. So we are working internally to make sure that we win our matches, but pia tupatie wachezaji pressure ya kusema lazima tukuwe promoted.
Has it been challenging managing in the NSL?
Yes, I will say it has been challenging to manage, but not in the team. I will say probably sometimes when you go for matches, away matches, as ingine ni challenging. The environment might not be very conducive for a team to play football. That has been the main challenge naweza sema kwa league. But when it comes to the team, I think kila kitu iko mali nafaa kukua.
But they just mention something to do different generation of players, and I'm really interested in this one because we were talking about earlier on with Louis here in regards to, we mentioned Jose Mourinho and of course managing those players wa kitambo and players wa sahi. How is it difficult or easy for players wa sahi? Because we feel like player wa sahi anafaa bembelezo kidogo.
There's so much player power right now.
Nyinyi your days coach akisema nguvu ni nguvu. How do you balance those two?
Let me say, for this generation of players, kwanza they are informed, they are educated, I will say. Na pia ni watu they will correct you, probably I don't know if it's the right word to use.
Yeah, they will correct you.
Yeah, but they will correct you while you wanna feel probably things are not going as they would want.
Yeah, true.
So nilikuwa nasema ni kukua tu na like for us we have sessions with the players zenye ziko totally off football, related to probably how they live, the setup that they come from, and with such experiences or with such sessions inatusaidia pia kuwaelewa. I'll give an example. There's a player we signed from Luanda Villa, anaitwa Sam. So we signed him mid-season as a left back, and then through one of our sessions, so we wanted to find out something about a player that we don't know, and then akasema he's a midfielder, but one of his coaches ndio alimtransform into a defender. So I was curious because tukimwangalia kwa training, yes, we signed him as a left back, but the things that he does with the ball, it's not a normal day left back. So tumemuona in the second leg, he has really helped transform the team. He's playing as a midfielder, as a defensive midfielder. So naweza sema such sessions zimetusaidia because probably sasa tunyekuwa tumemweka kwa bench,
because you don't think he can play kwingine in other positions.
Yes, so we got to find out from one of these sessions. Yes.
And in the NSL, coach, we've seen some coaches come out, especially clubs kama United, and criticizing the officiating and the refereeing. What has been your experience with refereeing in this league?
Is it top class?
Yes and no.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Nasema not all games, the games that we've played and the referees wamekuwa excellent.
Yes.
And some matches pia tumeenda, especially the away matches, zimekuwa very tough. Officiating imekuwa haijakuwa poa. I would say I don't want to say the name of club, but nasema matches outside Nairobi zimekuwa tough sana. Teams within Nairobi, I think the approach is different as compared to kucheza games in Nairobi.
For you personally as Equity, this season, have you felt like there was a game, we don't mention the game really, and even the official, but do you feel there are games that officiating might have denied you points?
Yes, there are matches Malina feel we would have won, or probably gotten a draw, but we lost. Nadhani maybe nikitupia federation inaweza angalia, because there are patterns of certain teams if you're keen enough utaziona. For example, a team that scores from penalties in all their home matches and don't get penalties when they play away matches. So I think hiyo ni pattern mtu anaweza mtu akiwa keen enough anaweza ona.
Could you blame it on the playing tough maybe at their home game playing tough iko poa sana so they get a lot of penalties. Na away maybe
sitaki kuenda hapo sana.
But Louis has mentioned playing tough.
Yes.
And we know, and at away Pia, you said one of the challenges that you guys face is the playing tough. You guys are at Mashuru, right? Kule Kajiado. Maybe the facility is fantastic. Louis will go.
Yeah,
the facility is good. Where you mali uli miss penalty. But anyway,
I was a goalkeeper.
Oh, you ulikuwa keeper. Yeah. But there's a playing tough, which different club have their own stadium or grounds where they play their home games. For you as Equity, how do you adapt, knowing very well nyinyi mkicheza home Mashuru sorry, the turf is fantastic, mshazoea. But how then do you as a coach and the technical bench, how do you adapt to different playing grounds, playing toughs? That ukienda, let's say Luanda, tough is different from what umezoea. Ukienda kule Mombasa, playing tough could be different. How do you adapt as a coach?
And is there a way maybe is there a plan that you can use that you have to say ground ya huku inakwanga hivi, so let us adapt to this kind of play?
Naweza sema we are privileged to be at Equity FC, because what we usually do is kama tunacheza, umepatia an example ya Luanda Villa, if you're playing them on a Sunday, we travel on a Friday. So what we usually do is try and get and book the venue the day before the game. So players get an opportunity to train in that field a day before the game. So naweza sema it's one session, but pia inatusaidia when it comes to yes, to get actually know how the playing surface is. But again, ukisema there are certain fields that don't meet the standards, I will say, of this level of competition. Kuna fields mnaenda kucheza, probably they're not at the requirements zenye zimewekwa za kucheza kwa league. Maybe they don't meet the threshold.
Okay, now coach, mine is still on refereeing. Just a small question. Out of 10, rate the level of refereeing in the NSL.
Out of 11.
No, out of 10. Out of 10. Yeah, just give us a rating of the NSL in terms of refereeing.
I will give it a 6.
A 6.
Yes. That's a pass.
Average.
It's a pass. 6 over 10 is a pass, right?
Could be somewhere in the middle.
That means that's 60%.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
60% is a B. That means they are not doing badly off.
Okay, they're not doing badly off. Now, playing surfaces. Is there a big disparity between the NSL and the Premier League?
Yes, there's a very big disparity. Because you see most of the times Premier League inachezwa kwa stadiums, the national stadiums, so the playing surface is perfect. For NSL kuna games inachezwa kwa shule. Kuna games inachezwa kwa naweza sema fields za mtaa. So some fields don't even have the perimeter fences. So you find yourself like your players are in the field, but fana kwa 1 meter away kutoka kwake akipiga kona. So I will say kuna wale wamefanya the right thing, most of the teams, but pia kuna zile viwanja naweza sema maybe they are not very conducive for wachezaji kucheza, considering the distance between the players and where the fans
there's no barrier.
And pia zingine pia changing rooms hakuna. So you get to change outside in the ama kwa basi, which doesn't happen in the Premier League.
It's crazy. Now coach, you've mentioned about this thing of fans being a meter away or close to the players on the pitch. Sindio, sometimes in an away fixture, do you feel like there are security concerns? Do you feel unsafe, especially when mnaona nyinyi mko hapo na mafans wako hapa?
It is actually not safe. It is not safe because mostly ukijipata kwa setup kama hiyo, you're most likely playing a community club. Wenye wako na a lot of fans. So sometimes it's not safe because the utterances kutoka kwa fan, there are things that we cannot control. Kwa players na pia kwa bench. So kuna 1 or 2 cases mali imekuwa it's not been safe. But I will say imekuwa poor because there were no incidences at the end of the game.
And have you felt your players feeling intimidated by being close to the fans,
especially,
and then hearing fans hurling
maybe
some
threats,
unpalatables.
Nadhani one of the things yenye tumeweza kufanya vizuri is the mental preparedness of the players. We try and prepare them mentally for all the scenarios. When we're playing in a stadium, when we're playing in a field yenye kwa community, I think they are mentally strong, and that hiyo ni kitu imetusaidia because sometimes we go kwa fields kama hizo and we're able to still win.
But they're talking of fans. Have you seen any growth in terms of Equity? Equity is a corporate club, and you've mentioned that community clubs always come with their wakona fans wao. Nyinyi kama Equity as coach, maybe this might not be your responsibility of making sure that Equity wapate fan base, but have you seen the numbers increasing for Equity for the time that you've been there as their head coach? Umeona wakona wale fans wanawafuata wherever they go?
Yes, there are two types of fans, or two groups of fans, naweza sema. So kuna wale fans walianza kusupport Equity kicheza first leg when our home matches were being played in Nairobi. Kuna wale walikuwa wanakuja matches zetu. And then now that we moved to Mashuru, the local community embrace sana the football team. So I will say we have another pool of fans from Mashuru and its environs. I think kuna a group wanatoka as far as Nkanas. I think Nkanas iko kwa border ya Kenya na Tanzania. So we've made an arrangement with them because they also have a football team ya former players. So they get to play to curtain race for us. So they play at 11 and then sit tunacheza afternoon. And then now the local community. And then now there's the group yenye wale walikuwa na support team ikiwa Nairobi. I really want to thank them. They're usually there for every match. So they travel from Nairobi to Mashuru for all our matches. So
it's a distant place, because we travel in Bali, we travel for around 6 hours. So si karibu. So and now coach, now that provided you guys maybe qualify for the Kenya Premier League, are you guys still planning to stay at Mashuru Sports Complex for the next season?
Yes. Because it gives us the right environment to prepare and to play. So I will say yes, hoping takuwa na backing from the office. But yes, we will want to have Mashuru as our home venue for next season.
But you've mentioned backing. Just how big is that you have a parent company that is always supporting the team, honoring the games, because
it's got your back.
Because we've had many cases, more so in that league, where clubs cannot honor matches because of financial issues. How big is that you have your main companies supporting you and always honoring your games and making sure that even the players wamepata mshahara yao in time?
It's a big thing because now as a coaching team we don't have to focus na welfare ya wachezaji because they get their salaries and payments on time, so wako prepared kukupatia what unataka even on training. So I would say having the sponsor in the team imetusaidia because now players are even covered and they have medical insurance. So hauna wasiwasi ya maybe a player is unwell na hamjui how to fundraise or get them to hospital. So naweza sema the environment imewekwa in a very good way kupatia mchezaji an opportunity to settle and do the job, because in this case ni kazi wanafanya.
Now my last question on matters officiating, of course. Kuna stories nimekuwa nikisikianga that sometimes in the NSL, or maybe most times, teams do not know of the officials up until a few minutes before kickoff. How true are those statements?
I don't know if I'll be sarcastic, but most teams don't know who is going to officiate their matches.
So it is true.
Most teams don't know.
Most teams don't know.
Most teams don't know. But there are teams that they already saa zingine wanajua nani ata officiate game even before the game.
So and it shouldn't really be like
how
that.
How should it be? Teams zijue ama teams zijue?
Teams azifai kujua. Like you said, like you asked before, because this is the second tier. So if in the Premier League teams hawajui, the assumption is that maybe pia kwa NSL inafaa kuwa the same.
It should be the same. Now we know probably one of the big reasons why this is being done is because of match fixing, of course, a big problem in Kenyan football. Have you experienced or heard anything regarding this ill that is there, match fixing?
I would say yes, I have heard. I think one of our players amekuwa approached sometimes in the first leg. The good thing is I think tulikuwa pia tushawaongelesha so that when such things come up they know how to respond. And yes, ilitokea, the player informed us and we informed the office and we were able to deal with it. But nadhani generally I can't talk for the other teams.
Yes.
But for sure inafanyika na ni kitu inafaa kuzuiwa. Na nafikiria probably the best way to deal with it is to do the education part. Because now maybe it may be very limited for us to know who contacts your players. But if with the right education on the vices and the repercussions zenye inaleta, I think education will be the best way to go.
And interestingly, our legislators are coming up with a bill in parliament to tackle match fixing. So
and do you think maybe a player might want to get in themselves into this vice because lack of money? Club ikimlipa fiti, the thoughts of getting into match fixing could not be there. Do you think maybe players walipi pesa mzuri, ndio maana if someone comes with a better offer according to them, they'd rather run into that and could fix a match?
And it's not only players, sometimes that coaches wana approach you.
Even referees, of course.
Kuna zile teams zenye hazina probably awalipi wachezaji vizuri ama saa zingine pesa inachelewa. So in such a scenario saa zingine najua it's very challenging maybe for a player or even a coach mwenye probably they're not being paid ama wako in arrears and the offer comes. But from the little information I have, the target is not only wale hawajiwezi. The target ni pia wale wanajiweza, because everyone thinks that wale wanajiweza so hao hawawezi fanya. So I think wameipeleka to the next level mali you will least expect wanaifanya.
They know that everyone has a price, of course, so hata kama unaona umejiweza they will come with that price and they will know hata kununua. So coach, how long have you been at Equity? And what philosophy are you trying to implement right now with your team?
I've been in Equity for I'm going to do 1 year now. I joined last year in June. The philosophy is built around a team that keeps possession, and plays on transition. And then the second thing, like I mentioned before, ni try work more on our set pieces, offensive set pieces. That's corners and free kicks. I don't have the stats with me, but a significant number of goals for us this season zimetoka from set pieces.
So you guys are doing it like the Arsenal.
That's what I wanted to say. The Arsenal of NSL.
Nasema si Arsenal.
But wanafunga mabao mingi.
I support Arsenal, but it is not borrowed from Arsenal. Nadhani it is a gap yenye tumeona iko. Probably teams are not very detailed or focused when it comes to set pieces, so it's an area yenye we've decided to explore, and it's worked for us.
So who gives you the most inspiration from coaching? Now that umesema there's this style of play that unataka, so there has to be someone who inspires you.
I have no one in specific. So what I've done is I've borrowed from different coaches. So there's what Klopp did with Liverpool. And there's what Pep Guardiola did with Man City.
So it's a mix.
So it's a mix of both.
And there's a guy called Marco Bielsa.
Marcelo.
I would say he's a genius in football. So
starting from the back and everything.
Relentless football.
So Marcelo Bielsa ni relentless football. Pep ni tiki-taka, and Jurgen Klopp ni total football. Total football. So now, coach, in this country, in Kenya, of course, in the NSL and in the KPL, do you think clubs give coaches enough time to build on their philosophy?
Most teams don't. Most teams, I think, wako result oriented. They want to get results as quickly as they can. of course saa zingine in the investment is not worth the demand.
Yes.
So naweza sema coaches are not being given enough time. Ukiangalia the number of coaches that have been, I will say, sacked this season in the Premier League is very high for any league. So naweza sema coaches hawapatiwi enough time and resources pia, because saa zingine pia ukipewa, if somebody is demanding for something, then the resources to implement it pia zinafaa kukua. When you look at the developed countries, coaches wanakaa 5 to 10 5-8 years before their philosophy anze kuonekana and actually for the team to start demanding for results. But in our case ni uko na 10 matches wako expected ku deliver probably what the club president or the club policy is expecting, which inakuwa ni ngumu sana for the coaches.
But even you as the coaches in the NSL, you try to create something that you think this is going to be a big thing for the future. Maybe a team is going to be promoted. You start building a team, some great players, then top clubs in the top league washaanza kuwaona, they will come for them, they buy them. Then that means you as a coach who was, let's say, Equity, you go back to ground zero. Does also affect you as a coach?
Start building again.
You start building, which is a building that never ends.
Especially now that you are on the verge, maybe ya ku get promoted.
Nadhani the issue of contracts ya coaches na players ni kitu maybe haiongelelewi sana.
Yes.
But if you have a player who has a good contract, if a team inakuja kumchukua from a higher level or a higher league, if they leave, the club will benefit financially.
Indeed.
And in that way probably unaweza rudi nyuma na urecruit pia wewe a player to come and play for you, probably of the same caliber. We had a player mwenye alitoka in the middle of the season and went and joined KCB. We got a replacement for him, so I would say it was a win for the club, because we had an opportunity to have a player leaving our team and going to play in the Premier League, but also kuoneshana that mchezaji anaweza toka and you find a replacement that is equally as good as mwenye ametoka.
So what would be your first priority if Equity FC got promoted to the Premier League next season?
It's to remain in the league.
Survival.
Yes. It will be to remain in the league. Equity inacheza NSL the first season this year, and as much as every team ikiingia kwa league, everybody wants to win. But when you're new in a league, you always want to not be relegated in the first season. Just try remain, get to know how the house looks like, and then from the second season unaweza jipanga kutoka hapo.
But the coach, now you've mentioned that Equity have been in the league for 1 year now, and you have a case. There's a case which is in the court in regards to your eligibility of being in the league. Maybe we might not get into the merits and the demerits of that case because iko kotini sahi, but how then that does affect you as a coach and your players, considering sahi nyinyi mnacheza game but kuna kesi kwa koti that might affect your promotion, in which of course you are on the verge of. How does that affect your mental preparedness as and focus as you prepare for different games that are coming up now with the 6 games ndio zimebaki ligi ishi?
Naweza sema sisi kazi yetu ile tumepatiwa ni kucheza football kwa kiwanja, and that is our focus. That has been our focus and it's going to be our focus until the end of the season. So sisi focus yetu itakuwa kwa kiwanja. We will that other part, I think kuna watu wako in charge ya kufanya hiyo. So our focus is to ensure that the boys are mentally stable for the next 6 games.
And Equity FC are having a good season, of course. So you guys are unbeaten in your last 5 fixtures. 3 wins and 2 draws. What has been your toughest match so far?
Actually, I would say it's 11 unbeaten matches.
11.
Yeah, it's 11. So you asked, what was that?
The toughest game this season so for you?
The toughest game was against Mombasa United at home, because we lost 3-1 to Mombasa United. I would say that's the toughest game for us this season. And also an eye-opener, because since we lost to Mombasa United, I think ilikuwa the fourth or the third match, second leg, we've not lost since we lost to Mombasa United.
So in very good form.
Yeah.
So, and how are you handling, or how do you handle pressure after losses?
The pressure that I have is personal, I will say, because now haitoki kwa
haitoki uko juu ama kwa players.
Yes, haitoki kwa players na haitoki kwa management. Nadhania we have a system within the team, the technical bench, where we get to evaluate. So the technical bench includes wale watu wanatuchukulia stats na data. So when cases where we don't perform well, is for us to bring our heads together, find out where the problem was, get a solution, and implement it for the next training session.
Yeah. But the coach, you've said that you joined Equity last year June. I just wanted to maybe understand from your side, ukichukua hii kazi last year June, what was whoever your employer wakikupatia hii kazi walikuambia what are the things that you must achieve?
The expectations
zilikuwa ni gani?
Expectation ya tukipata team ilikuwa ni kumaliza top 5 in the league. That was the only expectation. That was the only expectation when we joined. Ilikuwa ni once we get into the league, tujaribu tumalize in a respectable position, which was between number 1 na 5.
So does it mean that securing a Premier League promotion would be an overachievement for Equity FC?
Yes, it will be, considering again being the first time.
Yes.
And pia kuna teams zenye zimekuwa in the league for quite some time.
Yeah.
The teams that were relegated from the Premier League. So it will be a very big achievement, and I'll not forget to mention that with a very special group of players.
Yes.
Having around 85% ya players wale hawajacheza
NSL
or Premier League football wametoka Division 1, it will be a very big plus for us.
Okay.
And for the bank.
But for a fan, football fan in this country who might not understand the NSL, how difficult is the league by day? Hii ligi ni ngumu na kiwango gani?
Kiwango kipi?
Yeah. Ama how easy is it?
Having coached Division 2, Division 1, and now NSL, na pia nime of course watching some Premier League matches, I will say it's very physical and very intense. So saa zingine you'll go for matches and you're probably not able to implement fully what ulikuwa umeprepare for, because of the style of play the team. So I'll say it's very tough, very physical, very aggressive. And even when you look at the body structures of players wa NSL, I will say you'll be surprised ukicompare na the Premier League. So they are very big guys. I will say almost every team iko na watu 3 or 4 wenye wako 6 feet. Sometimes yenye haupati kwa even teams that are playing in the Premier League. So I think even when as teams recruit they get players that are well built physically.
And what areas of your team come as Equity FC are you guys trying to improve in order to secure promotion with the remaining fixtures?
I would say the department for us yenye tunajaribu kuemphasize sahi towards the tail end is our attacking department, because when you look at our backline and the goalkeeping, I think now we have our 6th clean sheet in a row. So things are working out well there. So ni ku push the forward line and the midfielders, because our goal difference was not very good. Hata sahi we've improved, but there's somebody who has a goal difference of 31 and ours is 22. So probably at the end of the season, you never know, inaweza kuwa determined by goal difference. So that's what we are working on.
And Moto, to a more personal question, away from football, what kind of a person is John Benzo?
I will say my life almost revolves around football in everything that I do, but apart from coaching, I'm the co-founder of Rausha Kipaji Cup. Rausha Kipaji Cup is a youth grassroots football tournament that is held once in a year. So it's the biggest tournament that we have in the country, the children and youth. And then I also do football consultancy for coaching in different organizations and schools, offering opportunities kupatiana coaches that are well trained into institutions of learning na academies.
Yeah, that's very important. By the way, you talked about coaching, teaching and education. May just want to get your perspective in regards to importance ya coaches kuendelea na masomo, getting these badges, CAF A, CAF B, CAF C. How important are they for because many times hata kwa ligi unasikia team must qualify for CAF competition but kocha wako naye ana the requisite CAF A, so they have to hire someone who was that.
Case in point, Nairobi United last season, this season.
Yeah, how important is it for coaches like you and even kwa KPL, NSL and the other divisions kukuwa na hizi badges?
It's important for us or for the coaches to have the badges. My suggestion or my thoughts are, if the education is done, nafikiria there's the standard way of doing it, so that we don't have coaches wenye wako na badges but they are not able to implement what they've learned. Sijui kama na make sense. Yes, coaches wapate badges and the trainings, because it's very important for every coach to get the education, but ifanywe kwa ile njia inafaa. I will say naweza pata an example where you have a coach mwenye akona an A license but ana coach kwa academy, and then you have a coach probably in the Premier League mwenye hana the badges. So what will be the criteria? What was the criteria of picking the players wenye anaenda kufanya the A license? Ameuliza a question about a team in the Premier League where probably the coach hana the right badges. So how does a coach in the Premier League probably find themselves not having the badges? Na amekuwa kwa football structure all this time, so it means probably they were overlooked na mtu mwingine akapatiwa nafasi yao. So ni kwa maybe the federation, even as the courses are being done, is to prioritize the coaches wenye wana coach kwa the top level, to ensure that all of them are the same level of education. I would say.
Because as of right now, just news that clubs that are to represent Kenya in the next season's Champions League, of course, Gor Mahia or FC Leopards, or the Confederations Cup side, the last four, we've got Bandari, we've got Tusker, KCB, Sindio, and Police.
In the semis,
Yes. Ukiangalia hizo four clubs, it's only Tusker and KCB that have head coaches and assistant coaches with the required CAF A licenses. Exactly.
Yeah, so it's very important.
So it's very important for
coaches to have
for
the
coaches
badge.
to have them.
Do you have any role with the 82 Sports?
No. They are our partners.
Okay.
They've been our partners this year kwa Rausha Kipaji Cup. They came in as partners and also as sponsors. Yes, but I also do consultancy for them kidogo on the side.
Kocha kwa technical bench pale, lakini after football unafanya something which of course Chep alikuwa ananiambia hapa kwa show that sometimes it's always good to be versatile as a professional.
And coach, have you ever had to make any sacrifices for football?
Yes, there's one that stands out. When I was playing in NSL and the team was about to be promoted, I was a student at Nairobi Technical Institute, and I was studying electrical engineering. So I had to make a choice of if I'll continue playing or I'll have to focus on my studies. I said, I will say, yes, I finished my studies, but I made a sacrifice ya kusema I will not pursue that direction ya kufanya engineering, and I'll focus on football, which I would say sai in a way has paid off for me.
Mejipa.
It was a big sacrifice.
But the coach, as we finalize our conversation here, looking at the table right now, you guys are sitting fourth with 63 points, and maybe you might just rely on someone at the above you to drop points, so ndio mwingie hiyo the coveted top 3. I don't know, going forward with the 6 games remaining, your next fixture and preparation, and also what are the plans for the next 6 fixtures that may back in the league ishi?
We have the next 6 fixtures. Tuko na 3 matches home na 3 away matches. So the first thing is to win all our home matches, the 3 matches zenye zimebaki. And then the 3 away matches, which are against, I will say, teams in the top 8.
Yeah.
Because tunacheza na 3K.
Yeah.
Tunacheza na
that should
Fortune.
be a cracker.
Yes.
3K are one of the contenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
promotion.
Yeah, we have 2 away matches in a row. So this weekend we play Kisumu All Stars.
Yeah.
And then next weekend we play 3K, and then after that ni Fortune Sacco.
Yeah.
And then we have Migori in the second last match of the season. So focus yetu saa hii ni to win our home matches kwanza, and then try and see if we can get 6 points from the 3 other matches which is very doable. I would say on paper it looks good for us, but now it's upon us to have it work out in the field.
But very difficult fixtures indeed, because you guys have to face Migori, 3K and Fortune Sacco, all who are looking to get promoted to the Premier League next season. So on to my other question.
Gani? Isikuwe ya referee. Isikuwe ya referee.
I say referee. What's one thing fans don't know about you?
The face that I have on the day of the match is not the face that I have in training.
In tofauti? On the day of the match unakuwa mkali ama nini?
Tofauti sana. No, on the on the day of the game I try and remain very calm. Which is the opposite of what unafanya kwa training. I think saa zingine ukitoka kwa training sometimes you're almost losing your voice. But siku ya game we try let the boys do what we've prepared them to do during the week.
Any influences from your playing days that still influence you right now?
I will say challenges that affected me during my playing days when you used to play and probably don't get paid maybe for 2 or 3 months. So it influences me to have a generation Mali. Everything has been taken care of, and the only thing they have to do is get into the field of play and
do their work. Indeed.
Absolutely. Coaches, maybe your last word as we finalize, because naona tu dakika moja ndio imebaki. Maneno ya mwisho tukimaliza show. And of course, thank you so much for finding time to come and speak to us here on SportyFM.
My last words is first to thank you for hosting me. And secondly is to thank the bank for creating an opportunity for these young boys to get an opportunity to play football and earn a living. Na pia kuambia fans wetu wale wanatusupport that we've come a long way this season, na we are giving it our best. Wasikuwe surprised tukimaliza league number 1.
Absolutely.
That's a big one.
And that means it comes with the spot in the Kenyan Premier League next season. That is Coach John Kamara Mbenzwa, the head coach wa Equity FC, just giving us a lowdown in what's happening at Equity and of course his career generally and the expectations for the team this year as the season is almost coming to an end. Right now they're sitting 4th with 63 points, having played 32 matches, 6 more to go. Na vilumanga ukiangalia table vizuri, they could be promoted to the Premier League next season. Time now is 12. Wacha tupate sporty updates.
Look out! Home run!
Top story hits, no misses. The Sporty Update on SportyFM.
Kenyan driver Saman Vora remains firmly in contention for the 2026 FKF